The Community Education Channel presents Community View, a closer look inside community issues that matter. It's a glimpse, a preview highlighting issues and events important to the community, bringing public perception to light on local community issues that make a difference. Hello and welcome to Community View. I'm Melissa Anderson. With bullying becoming more prevalent and advancements in technology, it's not so simple being a kid anymore. With us today to talk about how to help our youth in dealing with problems is Dr. Mary Wilde. She's a board-certified pediatrician, author, and a mother of 8. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Melissa.
I don't know how you fit all that in, but that's pretty great.
Thank you.
How long have you been a pediatrician, and what do you do here?
Yes, well, I've been practicing as a pediatrician for 15 years, but we recently moved to St. George, and so I've just had my practice, Imagine Pediatrics Behavioral Health and Wellness, for 2 years.
And tell us what you do. I mean, we're talking about bullying here. We're talking about, I'm assuming, coping skills.
Right.
How does that fit into your practice?
Right. Well, I just feel that so many kids need additional psychosocial, emotional teaching, and it is a pretty complex world. And so what I do, my main focus is helping kids with anxiety, but I also help kids with other behavioral issues, and I really do that by teaching strategies and skills. We use various mind-body strategies, things like mindfulness, and I'm also trained in pediatric hypnosis and a program called Yoga Calm, which teaches self-regulation through the ways we move our body.
So a little bit of awareness and learning how to breathe right, and that probably goes a long ways when you're frustrated and you're, what do I do next? I should have had you here yesterday.
And also just teaching kids how to metacognate, which means getting outside their thoughts and evaluating them to some degree.
So tell us about how you approach this. How do you get to your clients, and how do you work through the schools, or how do you get your help, your people?
Well, most people have just heard about me and that I have kind of a unique approach and more of a holistic approach, that I take more time with patients to do kind of a very whole person type of assessment, and so they find me for those reasons.
You're kind of outside the box then.
I am outside the box, yes.
So I think that is probably something that most parents would prefer, rather than just putting their kids on medications, right?
Right. And I do prescribe medications when it's indicated, but that's not the first thing I go to. And I think parents really appreciate that.
Right. Now you had a whole and health in 2020 fair that was online. Tell us a little bit about that and how well that went.
Yes, that was a great event. It just happened at the beginning of January, and it just connects with my vision and hope to help educate families about more holistic care and preventative medicine. So for that, I gathered expert speakers from around the country and interviewed them about topics, things like mindfulness and resilience and emotional regulation and yoga and social media and technology boundaries and healthy sleep, healthy eating and exercise. And so it was a great event. We had over 500 participants from countries all over the world, from Russia, from the United Kingdom, from Australia, and so it was just a great event. It was free at that time. Now you have to pay for access, although there will be a few Jubilee days where during this year that I open access again.
And we'll talk about more of that in a minute. Now, you talked about something that caught my ear really quickly, and I just want to ask you, social media skills. I know that a lot of bullying, cyberbullying goes on. How do you recommend kids deal with that?
Well, I think kids really need some education before they're just handed a smartphone. And they have to have a certain level of maturity before they're ready for that. And in fact, one of my speakers, her name was Diana Graber, she has created a program called Cyber Civics. And she does trainings in schools and for families to help kids really have a sense about how to be safe online, and to guide parents to know if their kids are really ready.
Well, we probably are giving our kids too much freedom then, right?
Yeah, I think so. We really do need to be aware of what they're accessing, and we also need to be aware of the different apps and the different programs that are available, because some parents have no idea.
Right. So tell us a little bit about how someone could find you and they maybe get some more information from you and glean your knowledge.
Right. So probably the best place to go would be Dr. Mary Wilde. That's Wilde with an E, drmarywilde.com. And that has a portal to the Whole and Healthy 2020 Health Fair, also my online anxiety courses, which can be accessed from anywhere around the world for both kids, teens, and parents. And then also my practice that is located here in St. George.
Well, it sounds like a very unique way to approach things, and I might come to you for some hypnosis. Thanks for joining us. I sure appreciate you being on the show, and we'll have you back on again and talk a little bit more about how this is working.
That sounds great.
Appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you for watching. And again, if you need to get a hold of Dr. Wilde, you can just go to her website. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.